Hey guys, I want to start this vlog by asking you a question. Um, have you been following what is happening to Libya? Yes, Libya. And have you, like MisterJaay, have you ever tried to go back and look at Libya under Muammar Gaddafi and what Libya is like today? And have you always asked yourself, why is it that any leader from Africa who came up and preached Pan-Africanism and actually took steps to ensure that the continent was liberated ends up being assassination or toppled by the West? Well, if you've done that, welcome to the platform, man. It's always an honor to have you check out what we have to say. And if this is your first time, they call me MisterJaay, and we are proudly motherland on this platform. We talk about everything that's coming out from the motherland. And before we do get started, I will say this, please. Do not forget, man, I would like you to be part of the channel. Do hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and give us that thumbs up. And then, of course, you know that you can always engage with MisterJaay down the comment section, because I am always very, very happy and looking forward to your comments to share, and we debate. Now, you know, we share thoughts on everything that I say on this platform. You feel me? Now, let's not waste so much time. Let's get into it. Libya. Ladies and gentlemen, Libya, once upon a time, Libya was the greatest country in Africa because, why not the world? Libya had the best systems. Libya had the liberty of everything. Libya was a textbook example of how a government works for its citizens. But of course, to the West and the allies, that is definitely a threat. Now, if you are a government and you're doing everything for your people, it is a threat to them. But then when you decide that as the president or as the leader of a country, you want to expand in your region, you want to bring people to that same kind of system that you've placed, you want to liberate your region, the West gets super annoyed and the West get very, very upset, and they set in place events that would definitely lead to you being toppled. Why not assassinated? They go on all their cronies and all their links, man, the Western media, to paint you as black. Now, let me say this, man. Once upon a time, there was a leader in this country called Libya. His name was Muammar Gaddafi. This man toppled the monarchy that was in Libya. And this man, whether you like it or not, this man did a whole lot for Libya. This man changed the strategy and the story of that beautiful country called Libya. Prior to what we see today, Libya was one of the greatest countries on earth. Libya didn't owe any person. And if you are making cheap phone calls and internet today in Africa, you need to understand that the one person who bought a satellite to the tune of $300 million, think about this, decades ago, somebody paid that out of pocket, single-handedly. Yes, Muammar Gaddafi did that. And I've been going through when, all these things that's happening in Africa, all this lack of unity amongst African countries, all this call for go back to your country, be this and that. And I just wonder, why is it that the sons and daughters of Africa have soon forgotten that yesteryears, a couple of decades ago, we had Pan-Africanists who were trying to make sure that Africa was one, United States of Africa, one currency, one army, one people, no boundaries. Why do you think that Europeans a couple of decades ago went and sat in Berlin and divided and carved off African continent so that they can easily administer them differently? Yes, these folks have been doing this for decades and decades and centuries, man. Divide and conquer. Now let me say this. Every African who came up fighting and asking for a Pan-African situation has always been blackballed, has always been called the devil by the Western medias. It got to a point where it was a sad reality that these folks went as far as using every necessary allies they have on earth to destroy this beautiful country we call Libya today. Ladies and gentlemen, Gaddafi had one of the greatest, if not the best, ideas for the continent. This man wanted Africa's currency to be backed by the resources in that country. If you had gold, your country currency would be backed by that, so that at the international stage level, it doesn't matter what happens. The only thing that would change the value of your currency would be as per the value of the resource you have. So if gold is expensive today, it really didn't matter. Whatever happened in the international stage, your currency was stable. And that would mean stable economies around Africa. But you see, this man came as a threat to some of these Western powers. Now, if you have ever wondered and asked yourself, why was Colonel Muammar Gaddafi killed and taken out? Let me not speak a whole lot. There is this video that I came across, and I want you to listen to it. Pay attention to it, and then I will come back and we will close. Listen.
Why do you think they killed him? You think they killed him because he killed his people? Hell no. They killed him because, listen to me real good, you touched my nerve with that question. Did you know that in Libya, nobody's homeless? Listen, everybody in Libya has either a home or an apartment. They call it a flat. Did you know education in Libya is free? From kindergarten through college? And did you know that if a Libyan wanted to come to America to be educated, the government in Libya paid for their education? Did you know that? I was there when he opened a $500 million hospital with 18 theaters for operation. I was there, and we went when he was making their own medicines. See? This was a man that gave free medical attention to all the citizens of Libya. And if Libya did not offer that kind of medical attention, they could fly anywhere in the world and get it. And the Libyan government would pay for it. Did you know that? No, you didn't. Did you know that from the oil money, every Libyan citizen got a stipend every year? And did you know that that man had no debt? Everything in his country was paid for. See? Now when you got a man that did that for an African nation and was trying to do that for all Africa, how do you think Europe felt about it?
Picture this. You are a leader of a country. Nobody is homeless because you ensure that whenever a citizen got married, you helped them and then you gave them a house. You paid for the education of your people. Yes, everybody can study quality education, and if you wanted to study anywhere in the world, the government paid for you to go and study and come back to the country. Healthcare is free, and if you needed any healthcare attention which was not in the country, which by the way, this leader created the best hospitals. He had the best hospitals and he brought in the best doctors from around the world. But if there was something that you had to do that wasn't possible in the country, they would fly you to any country in the world and you got treated. This man who advocated for a one Africa, a one currency, and he did everything in his power to ensure that Africans woke up. This man who gave loans to African leaders at no interest rate at all. You pay back when you want and when you can pay back. This man who called for African leaders to stop kissing ass to their European colonizers and wake up and smell the coffee. This man who called for an Africa that would be full of prosperity and people would live as one, no bother, and and all of that. How does this person become a threat to you? Now I will tell you how. Now, if you don't want a people to evolve, if you don't want a continent to be smart to the point where they start questioning their relationships with you, this is why you will try to eliminate somebody like this. Now, I will not say much. I want you to think about today. We do have a whole lot of Gaddafis in play in Africa today. I will talk about the Burkina Faso leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, great vision. I will talk about the guy in Mali. They are working great visions. But you know what is happening? Of course, the West and its allies are already trying, especially and disgracefully, disappointedly. Those allies, some of them are in Africa. I want you to leave a comment and let me know exactly what you think. What is your take on the whole assassination of Muammar Gaddafi by the West? What have they done to that country today? Have a look at Libya today. You would shed tears if you are truly a son of motherland. So that is my time. Do not forget to leave a comment, man. Engage with Mr. J down in the comment section. This platform, we educate each other. We learn from each other and we communicate. Stay blessed and you have a good day. Peace.